My gym recently held a small youth comp, and since I was just young enough to join, I decided to give it a crack just for some fun. And the format was, we started with a pump first, which is just 2 hours to try and complete as many boulders. So there was 4 qualifying boulders that we had to complete. And this was the first one that I did. And these climbs are just ones that I'm deciding to project and try and repeat for the video. And for this one, I only managed to get zone before giving up and trying other boulders. Didn't want to tire myself out too much. But yeah, once I got here, I tried going out left a few times, not getting it and just moving on, but getting it. But this one, me sending it, put up a high heel, and then cranking it and grabbing the top holds. There's like small chips and stuff which are pretty good holds, but it's just moving across the top. And yeah, the thing with this one, it's since it's on an angle, it kind of wants you to spit off of it. So I tried this one next, and it was hard. Like again, I only had 2 hours to do as many boulders as I could, and I didn't manage to get zone on this. And they did, like, afterwards, after the comp, they graded this a 6, and I can't even, like, I need a project 6, so getting zone on this was pretty damn hard. Like, when I was trying it, it was probably the hardest I've pulled, like, so far. Like, this first move, just absolutely blitzing it to this first, this first to the volume, but there is a nice thumb chip for the thumb. But then it's pretty high tension, trying to cross over with the right hand. You have a heel on to keep you on, but it is still pretty high tension. And then moving on to just a few more small holds, but yep, this is where I got stuck in the comp. I just didn't know how to bring the left hand over. I was just again, it's similar to the first boulder where it felt like I was just moving away from the wall too much. Like my hips were too far away from the wall. So I found it really, really hard to bring that left hand over into the pinch. So I'm just trying a lot of ways here. Dropping the left foot, and I managed to bring the left hand over, but I just have too much momentum and holding on to these really small holds. It's pretty rough. I'm trying to see if putting a heel hook does anything, but no, terrible, absolutely terrible. And yeah, it just feels really, really bad. I'm trying to do a drop knee to the left, but didn't feel good. I'm just, yeah, I'm getting, like, I was getting really, really frustrated because they were finding it really easy to bring the left hand across. But it's that left drop knee to the right, and yeah, really easy now, felt pretty good. That allowed me to bring my hips closer to the wall, and yeah, it didn't feel too hard to just bring the left hand over now. Pretty awkward transition, kind of. Getting these are decent holds, but a tiny bit slopey. Now it's just moving to this final section, very awkward final section. Trying to bring my left feet through to match on that hold, but after that, you really gotta pull, grab that volume, and it's really rough. So it's just a different session now. And for some reason, I was finding this second move now to be absolutely horrible. Like, it's like I lost the beta. Like, I just couldn't, I did not know how to do it. And one thing I figured out was, instead of trying to jump or go for it in a tension position, you need to lean back and relax and then go up for it. So just like, yep, lean back and relax instead of trying to push yourself through it. Really sloppy here, but yeah, for some reason this was feeling really bad and really good at the same time. There we go, doing that drop knee to get that left pinch, bringing the left foot up to get moving out right. Managed to cut feet, but I just felt pretty strong, to be honest. There we go, getting the heel in to move the right hand. That orange hold getting in the way, matching this one, and then it's really just pulling as hard as possible. There is a hold on that blue one, and then really awkward final bit. You gotta lean to the right as much as possible, and then hold that final hold. There we go. See, that was really sloppy from me, but yeah, I was pretty psyched to send it. It was really hard, V6. And again, these clips are in the order that I did them in the comp. I tried them in comp, but for example, I sent this purple before I sent the blue after the comp. So in the comp, I got the zone. The zone is really easy on this one, but the next move after it is really, really hard. At first, I thought it was like a really shouldery flag move. So you have your left hand on the zone, and then you bring your right hand all the way like up and over. But found the beta to be just hanging with the feet and then bringing the left foot up onto this hold. And I'm trying to shimmy it up the hold so that I can get a good enough footing on it. And yeah, on the day, I just couldn't bring that left foot up. So I only got zone for this one. But the end is pretty awkward, but it's just leaning the right way, kind of just decent body positioning. Because it is a bit slopey, but it's not bad. So yeah. So here's here's a picture of me during the comp, me trying to get that left foot up, but yeah, I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. And this was the only pump fest or qualifying boulder that I did send. It was pretty rough and it felt pretty strong. I'm not too sure what they ended up grading this. Maybe might be a 4 or a 5. Probably a 5, but either way. So it took me a couple of tries to get to the zone. Just that starting bit was really awkward. And this, even during normal sets, I hate this wall and this section of the gym because it's just unnecessarily high and it's like a bit slabby at times. So I need to get that left foot up and then go up with the left. And here I can't see the next hold. I just have to bring my hand up, down the volume. And this is also really, really sketchy. And I need to cross over with the right hand. I can't really see it until I lean back, and there we go. Yeah, just slowly moving, shifting that body weight across. So this was the only climb that I could do. So the fourth and final qualifying boulder was this pink monstrosity. It was like toe hook starts. I still needed to bring that left hand up on the on the hold to establish, but yeah, afterwards they graded this a V8. So yeah, on the day I was like, nah, that looks too hard, I'm not even gonna bother to try it. And yeah, I was pretty much right, because it's super hard. Even this toe hook on the right foot, it hurts my foot. It's like digging into my foot. Super hard. And like this, like even the next move and just every single move about this looks super hard. So I will say there was only 3 people in the comp, so I was pretty much guaranteed on the podium, and this was the first boulder of the finals. And instead of showing the entire board, I'll just show you some highlights. So my first good attempt at it, I was way too pumped. I tried to go for the last hold, but I just couldn't. Second good attempt at it, next session, I just ran out of chalk. I tried to grab this hold for grip, but nope, just slipped off. So, put on my chalk bag, and then I now realize, okay, I need to just get through the entire boulder really fast, and I know all the moves, so I just need to be efficient with it and just go for it. And in the comp, so in the finals, the format for the finals is 4 minutes each, and yeah, I only got like 3 tries at the boulder, and I did manage to get zone on the first try, but after that I just couldn't figure it out. But it's a pretty simple boulder. It's just moving the hands across, moving the feet, putting on heel hooks, and yeah, you're pretty much once you do that a couple of times, you're pretty much at the end. But here, decided to get a toe hook in and a heel hook to chalk up, and yeah, this was actually a pretty comfortable position. So I'm feeling pretty good, getting that high heel and then positioning my body that way to reach across with the left hand. Then there we go, toe hook on the right to match the final hold. Really happy about that, but yeah, in the comp I only got to zone. And this next one is the second finals boulder, and it was the only boulder that I did sand in the finals. It was pretty easy, just reach across with the right hand. This zone holds a Gaston, standing up on the feet and then reaching across. This foot swap was pretty awkward. You can't really see, and yeah, it's pretty weird. Trying to bring the right foot across and then holding the top edge. And then the final hold is out to the right. Need to lean down and touch it with both hands. There was a person in the comp that climbed over the top and then slid down the side there and matched it from there, but I just decided to do it the conventional way. This next boulder I thought would be my style. It looked pretty good, so I was slightly confident coming into this, but it was just pretty long, and these holds yeah, it's there was a lot to it and stuff. They did rate this a V6. It looks pretty easy, but once you're on it, it's just rough. It's pretty long, and yeah, getting the heel hook in, and here's the same kind of technique that with the blue one, where instead of trying to go up for this slot with the right hand, you lean back and then go back in. Here we go, nice campus section. And I think with that technique, I might see it more as I progress into 6s and 7s, but yeah, it's really interesting how leaning back and then going is easier than just pushing through in a tension position. And after this, yeah, this top section is pretty easy, but after you've done all that, the overhang getting is sliding into the slot, and then yeah, it's pretty rough, but not too bad. And here's a picture of me doing it. Yeah, I didn't even get to the slide. I didn't even get the zone. I was having trouble after this photo getting to that left hand. So yeah, didn't do too great on this one. And this one, I didn't even get close. Like, this is probably the closest thing to a competition style boulder throughout the comp, because it's a coordination dyno. Yeah, I didn't even get close to do the coordination dyno. Tried to see a toe hook would help, but no. One thing I didn't do is I didn't use the right hand to stop myself. I was just trying to dyno from this position, but putting that right hand on to stop myself actually like makes it feel really good. And I'm getting pretty close, I'm just not really jumping on it. You see, I'm getting pretty excited about it. Yeah, so stopping myself there and then jumping. Yeah, it actually feels really good. Moving across. And to be honest, I like this, getting to the zone is just, it's probably even harder. Well, it is even harder, I'd say, because I can't reach it, and then I don't know if it's a dyno or a dyno to a double catch. It's just really damn hard. Like, I don't even have the reach for it. And even afterwards, this next move isn't too bad, but we're getting pretty high up, and yeah, I get pretty scared. Like further up we go, and especially these moves are really dynamic, and you're gonna swing out, and the thought of swinging out that high scares the hell out of me. So I didn't manage to send this yet. Maybe I'll project it, but yeah. So these were the boulders so far, and I was pretty only 3 people in the group, in the age group, and I got second. I was pretty far away from third and pretty far away from first, but it was a really fun experience. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.